So I thought I'd show you this. This is an old aluminium boat. It's been sitting around in the garden for, I don't know, 10 years or something. I used it once or twice to go and get pots in, which when I brought the boat up quicker than I got the pots in. And but this year I thought I'd use it for my dinghy, because my dinghy's kind of had it. It's had its day. What actually happened was I built the original dinghy with plywood, and the plywood basically fell apart within the first year. That's modern ply for you, considering the previous one I built a few years prior to that. I say a few years, many years prior to that. It lasted, I think it was 9 years till it fell apart. And the newer one, pretty much it started to fall apart the first year, and then it's just been a pain in the ass for 3 years. So finally thought, right, done with that. I tend not to use marine ply as such, purely because marine ply is so ridiculously overpriced these days. And normally just use weatherproof board, which isn't weatherproof, obviously. Anyway, we've got our little backup dinghy over there. That one, I think everybody's ever used that one's gone swimming, so it's not the most ideal. But picked up this little engine to go on it as well, make life easy when you're going out to the boat, because it's quite far out at times. And we put in a new plug today, because the plug that was in there was actually split. The ceramic was broken and the plug was bent, so I don't know who butchered that when they put it in. But yeah, I bought this one in the winter second hand, and they said they thought it was a float switch, wasn't running properly. Well, I took that apart, and yeah, there's a bit of corrosion on it, on the actual well kind of thing, and I think that might have been catching the float switch possibly, although I think it was more just dirt than anything. So anyway, it was cleaned up and that, put a new plug in it, put a new seal on it, and then, because it wouldn't start, and now, there you go. It does that first time, every time, which is what you need when you're out in the ocean. So anyway, onto the boat. This, like I say, has been kicking around. I put some plastic on the gunnels just to protect the big boat, because this is what I use it for mostly, is going up to the big boat. And I'll probably fish off it as well for the hell of it. This trailer, we built the trailer, or I built the trailer for to go on, especially for this boat. Underneath the black paint you see there, it's all galvanised steel. It's got its bearings. It's got no suspension, but it's only really for going up and down the beach. It can be going down the small roads, but I wouldn't take it anywhere else. I mean, it doesn't need to go anywhere else. It literally just goes across the road and down the beach. But it's, like I say, all bearinged. It's on a wooden kind of sled there, all reinforced with steel. So underneath the paint is galvanised steel. Tow hitch, when I picked up a new one for that, for obvious reasons. And that winch is actually off the old boat. I've got a brand new one for the big boat. Well, actually it's a bigger one than that, slightly bigger, not a lot bigger. But that one's really old. It's even got a little bit of a bend in one of the bars. But for this boat's so light, it fits on there perfectly, just to make my life a bit easier. Or you know, if we ever get a box of fish or crab or something that's a bit heavy in there, a bit easier just to drag it up. So anyway, hopefully get out there soon again. The boat's almost ready to go. It's got to do some electrics. I've been well delayed because of this shed that we had the tree come in, and they still haven't actually finished it. I mean, that tree went down, when was that? Back in November, and it's now April. I mean, seriously. It's just dragging on so long now, and they've literally got one more little job to do and then it's finished. But yeah, I think it's tested everybody's patience, that has. But anyway, be good to get back, and when we get back, we'll be putting up some more videos.